What's up everybody, this is Crash from GBR, and this is the review for No Man's Sky, the space exploration game with over 18 quintillion planets to find and explore, where the ultimate goal is to make your way to the center of the universe and just figure out what the hell is going on with everything. It is developed by Hello Games and it is available now for the PS4 and PC. So let's see if these 18 quintillion planets are worth exploring, or should you just pass them by as you make your way to the center of the universe. First up is content. So there's been no shortage of news on what No Man's Sky is all about. It uses plenty of mathematical computation and algorithms to determine the procedurally generated worlds. And what this means for players is that every planet you land on should be different from the next. And there can be a vast variety of differences within all the planets. One planet may suffer from extreme heat while the other may suffer from extreme cold. Another might have some type of atmospheric danger that you gotta worry about. The alien life on each planet will look different and behave differently, and some planets may be plentiful in certain mining materials which you will need on your journey to the center of the universe, while other planets might just be dead planets with absolutely nothing on them and no alien life at all. And you will never know of any of these differences until you land on the planet, which pushes the player to explore each and every one. And this isn't even taking into account that you're going to have to stop at some planets, and this will be to replenish materials so you can survive your journey to the center of the universe, or find essential fuels for your ship which you will need to warp jump to the next galaxy. And if you don't do any of these things, you'll be stranded on an alien planet, left to die a slow death. And within all this exploration lies an RPG system for your exosuit, your starship, and your multi-tool. And each of these items can be upgraded to help you on your journey. Your multi-tool can be upgraded to help you mine objects faster. You can either upgrade, find, or buy new ships which can store more inventory. And your exosuit, which is your spacesuit, can be upgraded with technology that can help you survive from the dangers on the planets. And behind all this, there is a driving force that is pushing you towards the center of the universe. And you only find out what this force is by landing on the planets and discovering alien artifacts and monuments. So No Man's Sky is nowhere near short on content. It's just up to each and every player of how much of that content they want to see. This is a multiplayer game, and although this game takes place in one universe with all players exploring that same universe, because there are over 18 quintillion planets to explore, the chances of two players running into each other are slim to none. Next up is quality. Let's talk graphics. So you know a game has a unique style when you can look at one screenshot from the game and know exactly what game that screenshot is from. No Man's Sky definitely has its own look. A lot of the planets are filled with vibrant and contrasting colors that can only be described as alien. I mean, how often do you see places with neon pink grass or green skies? And this is just describing the color palette of the entire game. This isn't taking into account everything within each of these worlds. Each of these worlds is filled with its own flora, life forms, and structures, and it's always interesting to see just how different the next planet is from the one you just left. Most of everything in No Man's Sky looks nice and sharp, although while walking around you will notice that the terrain does lack some high resolution textures. There is also a significant amount of texture pop in while you're entering a planet from space, but considering how big this game is, this is just a minor issue. One thing to note is that everything in this game is seamless. You can take off from one planet, enter space, fly around space for as long as you want, go to another planet, and land there without any loading screens. And this is just a very immersive experience, and it makes you feel like you are in a real universe. Essentially, the only loading screen you'll see is like the one you're looking at now, and this is when you'll warp jump to other galaxies. The game doesn't stop, and this is all you see until you get there. Next up is sound. So I really enjoyed the sound of this game. All the sound effects sound like what you would expect out of a sci-fi adventure. The sound of breaking through a planet's atmosphere is an exhilarating experience, and landing on a newly discovered planet reveals some new ambient music. The music in this game, which is also procedurally generated, changes depending on the situation your character is in. If your character is in danger, you may hear deeper tones and deeper bass drums, while if everything is nice and peaceful, you might be subject just to a nice relaxing melody. The music just blends itself very well with all the other sound effects going on within the game, and along with the graphics completes the sci-fi experience. Next up, controls. There are two main control aspects of this game. You have your first-person view flight controls and your first-person view on-foot controls. I found both to be well done and didn't find any major issues with both. The on-foot controls I found to be weighty and responsive, and your jetpack helps to navigate the terrain with ease. Your character can run for short distances at first, but this could be upgraded just like everything else in the game. Lastly, the on-foot controls sensitivity for aiming can be changed to your liking, but I found it to be just fine when I booted up the game. The flight control sensitivity can also be changed to your liking, as well as inverted for those that prefer that option. And like your on-foot character, I found the ship to be weighty and responsive. Next up, performance. So other than the issues I've already talked about, like the low-res textures and the texture pop-in, I did have the game crash twice on me. The first instance was an issue with the game just freezing on me. The second one was a weird anomaly where I went to go warp jump to another galaxy, and the game acted like that galaxy didn't exist and it kicked me back to the dashboard. I tried multiple times to warp to that galaxy, but it didn't work. My workaround was to warp to a different galaxy and then go back to that one later, and that did work. Performance-wise, the game runs at 30 frames per second, and I rarely saw any drop in frames while I was playing this game. All in all, I thought the game performed pretty well considering all the things that are going on in the background. Which brings us to our final review category of delivery. So there is a great sci-fi adventure behind No Man's Sky. It's just up to each player to find that adventure. The main goal of No Man's Sky is to make your way to the center of the universe to find out what its secret is. And if you chose so, you could do only that. But you might miss out on the other secrets that No Man's Sky is hiding. And these secrets are only found by visiting as many planets as possible. And this is where the major issue with No Man's Sky lies. After 30 hours or so playing No Man's Sky, you will start to notice a pattern developing on each of the planets. Planets may not be exactly the same, but they will share many similarities. And you'll notice this more and more as you put more time into the game and visit more planets. The other issue with No Man's Sky is just the sheer size of it. In gaming, we generally think bigger is better. Bigger map, better game. But it seems like a missed opportunity to not have players interact more frequently in this game. Each and every discovery in this game, from the planets to the life forms that you find, you can rename to anything that you like. But what is the point of renaming everything if you or no one else is ever going to see that again? I know there is the possibility of player-to-player interaction in this game, but Hello Games has already stated multiple times that this is highly unlikely. So that is why I think this game would have benefited more if it was just a tad bit smaller, maybe just a quintillion planets. I have yet to make my way to the center of the universe and find out what the big secret is. Is it the meaning of life, or is it Sean Murray humping a big bag of money? What I do know is that even though No Man's Sky's universe isn't as diverse as I would like it to be, I am still enjoying the game a hell of a lot, and I will continue my journey to the center of the universe. So I rate games on a buy now, buy later, or never buy. This is a buy now. Even at $60, this game is well worth it. There's a lot of game to be played here. There's no major technical issues, and other than the repetitiveness of the planets, this is an extremely fun game, and it's worth picking up just to figure out what is at the center of the universe. So if you like the review, maybe subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If not, give me a thumbs down. Leave a comment down below how I can make the review better. Till next time, keep on gaming.